Domino's Pizza, how can I help? You want a 12-inch Mighty Meat? And a side order of BBQ wings? You must be an exhausted Destiny 2 player. This video is a huge PSA regarding Revision 0. I've done a solo Grandmaster Nightfall today with Revision 0 because, as you know, I've been doing a lot of Praxic Blade builds. And I wanted to come away from that and do some sort of primary setup because some people are asking for that. Turns out Revision 0 is the best exotic primary in the game for Grandmaster content. We already knew this in the past, but it's gotten better. It's gotten better, okay? And you can get it. Let me just quickly cover that first, right? So you want to come over to the World tab. For some reason it's bugged. Right, here we go. World tab, Legends, Operation Seraph Shield. You are going to do it, I believe, on Expert. I've already got the weapon, of course. You're going to do it on an Expert, and your rewards, if you haven't got it, will change to Revision 0 and the catalysts. You're going to keep running Operation Seraph Shield over and over until you get all the catalysts and all the intrinsics for it. This is very important to players who do not own Revision 0. Do use, lads, need a guide for Revision 0, because I can quickly make, probably tomorrow at least, make an Operation Seraph Shield guide if you really need it. But what you need to understand is the Exotic Rotator Mission playlist will rotate Operation Seraph Shield in and out of the game. You cannot obtain Revision 0 on other days or over weeks because it's not in the Pinnacle Ops. They haven't added it. This is very important. It's probably, like I say, one of the most important exotic primaries in the game. And it's locked to certain weeks. If you need a guide, you need to express that. But I can't just make it for one person. There need to be multiple people who need this. Okay? But make sure you run it because you're going to need it. And you're going to want to run it with fourth time. Fourth time's a charm. I run it with heavy burst, but light burst is also nice. But I prefer it with heavy burst. And it's got Vorpal weapon. It is intrinsic barrier, precision hits, grant targeting data, long press to swap to the alternate scope, loading high damage rounds based on the amount of targeting data. This is the extra additive. High damage rounds create shock waves around impacted targets and exhaust them. It exhausts them, and it has intrinsic kinetic tremors based on the sniper. It's a sniper pulse rifle. One shots barrier champions when you have the high damage rounds. So this is very important that you lock in. If you're somebody without, even if you haven't got the catalyst, you need to quickly run that mission this week. Once this week ends, you will be locked out of this again till January at least, mid-Jan. It's on a sort of a rotation. I think it's a 7-week rotation or something daft. I think so. So the solo GM or the solo Grandmaster will be up. Our upload will be up later on. Yeah. But for the meantime, this is more of a PSA video. I'll show you a couple of clips of me melting barrier champions. But other than that, let's just show you the clips and we'll upload the full run later on. Here is Exhibit A of the full true strength of Revision 0. Just watch this clip on minus 50 under against a barrier champion. Fourth time's the charm, keeps reloading the weapon. I've got target and data full. Champion is 2/3. Boom, boom. Look at the kinetic rupture. Not the kinetic rupture, that's the shock waves off the gun. That's not off artifact mod, that. Just look at that melt. Ah, Brakazan, how powerful do you feel now? Role reversal. Now you're getting a piece of your own medicine, son. I'm on the balcony. What's this called? A Cabal porch. Inside is outside, and outside is inside. Brakazan. Yeah, all those snipes, all those guardians that you've downed, and it revives. Now I'm eating your revives, son. Look at this. How did I get up here? I'm such a trickster. I'm such a tricky player. Yeah. Look, it's doing great damage. By the way, when I done the solo GM, Revision 0 was locked to 10 power. I don't think it matters because you're locked at 350 or 400 power or whatever. But I didn't even infuse. I forgot to even infuse Revision 0 up. It's kind of crazy. Beat the solo GM with a 10 power Revision 0. And didn't even realise. Only till afterwards I realised. But look at this. You do damage to him. And then he comes up top to join you for the party. I have tested, by the way. You can actually stay in the bubble. Anyways, more footage of me showing you the amount of damage that Revision Zero does. It generates a lot of ammo bricks as well. Not as much as Praxic Blade, but enough to compensate for a run. So for players who are sick of Praxic Blade, Revision Zero is the way to go in GM content. Not just that, it melts red bars. They're like patrol enemies when you use Revision Zero. It's honestly the go-to weapon for barriers at range. It really is. Anyways, that was the PSA on this Revision Zero. We will see what I do next, whether it's Operation Seraph Shield or the full run upload. We'll see.